How are we today? Thanks for clicking on this tarot card reading. This is a general tarot card reading, and this is for a collective of people. This is not a one-to-one reading. It's not just me reading for you. But I am, at the same time, reading for you. So in this spread, in this reading for today, I'm going to be doing a creative star spread. We're looking at your spiritual creativity. And this is to show you how you can bring this creative energy in and then manifest it into the physical. How you can make this spiritual creativity physical. Yeah, pretty straightforward. We're going to be looking at the 5 elements of the star, of the 5-pointed star. The one that's often associated with occultism or witchcraft or magic. And there's a reason for that. And you'll find it in many cultures around the world that won't even call it witchcraft. You know, that's a very cultural based term. And in the West, it has some negative connotations. And there's nothing truly negative about it. It's how you approach it. If you're approaching it from a place of compassion and love, then that's what you're going to get, is compassion and love. Grown. If you're approaching it from a place of control, obsession, you're going to get that magnified. So, because you're working with the 5 elements: water, air, earth, fire, and spirit, sometimes called ether. The water is the feelings, and that's your emotional body. The air, that's like the seed of idea, that's the inspiration of thought that sparks you into action on something. The earth element there is the tangible knowing. It's like, I know that if I bring water up to 100 degrees Celsius, it's going to start to boil. You know, that's the knowing of, that's like your solidity. You know, if you do these things happen, kind of knowledge. And then there's the fire. You know, that's our action. It's us moving about in the world, being active and stuff. Yeah. I love fire. Sorry. Multiple fire sign. Yeah, I can't help it. Got a lot of fire placements in my chart. Yeah. It's just the thing. It's okay. Anyway, moving forward. And then lastly is spirit. Okay. That's the joy. That's the lighthearted. That's the... Spirit is not as serious as religions would want you to think. Spirit loves the whimsy. Never ever forget to bring whimsical into any moment. Spirit loves that. It really does. The happier we are here, the happier Spirit is for us. Spirit cries when we cry. Experiences joy when we experience joy. So guess what? You should be happy for Spirit. Just saying. So that's the intention of this reading. And then, lastly, there's a 6th card in this. And that's how to let go and allow the new feeling that's coming in. Because that's the thing. The next feeling that's coming in, the next burst, the next seed that's coming in. We have to let go of the old to bring in the new. And that can be a challenge for us. Here in the good old 3D, as we call it, it's really the 4D. And this interaction right here, this is bad, just so you know. Because you can't touch me right now. This is totally in your mind, in your mental plane. This is the 5th dimension. Just, that's not commonly taught. There's other ways to look at the concepts of multiple dimensions. The 4th dimension is time. Time is the 4th dimension. Just saying. lot of other people will argue against that, but I have a gift at truth. And I can tell when I say something and it's bullshit. Like if I have a thought, I have a belief, I have to say it out loud. I have to say it to someone else. So yeah, I sound real stupid sometimes to people who are the closest to me. Because I'm sounding board. I have to say it out loud. I say it and I'm like, crap, I just said that with a lot of conviction. I'm not sure I'm right. Feel into it more. Nope, there's a flaw. There's something wrong in there. And I can start hearing into that and narrowing it down until I get to what is truth. It's getting better too. Luckily for me, that gift is, the more I use it, the more I use it deliberately that way, the clearer it gets. And that's the truth with all gifts. So, ask your guides for it. You'll get that gift. You already probably have it. And there's also like the gift of discernment. The gift of discernment. Guides, please. Spirit, God, Source, Jesus. Whoever you are calling upon, who do you in your heart call to? Call upon that energy and entity. Say, can you please grant me the gift of discernment? Can you teach me? If you don't want them to just grant it to you, say, teach me the gift of discernment. But be ready, because your life's going to get rocky. Potentially, not necessarily. But if you ask for a teaching, it usually gets shown through your life, where you have to go through the process of, made a bad decision, was able to work it out, now I have more discernment on what it is I really want. That happened. So, ask for the gift. Yeah, we can do this one lesson free. Just saying. I've been doing that a lot. Okay, we're 7 minutes in and I'm babbling. Let's get to these cards. Spirit guides, ancestors, please be with us now. I have set the intention for this reading. Isis. Woo! Please be with me. Please take over. I want you to do this reading. You speak better than I do. I love you. Thoth, please open the portal, the Akashic Records through these cards at this time for the highest and best unfoldment, the highest and best of all involved. And so it is. Oh, me too. Okay, we're getting 6 cards here. The first card out is the water card. Then the air, then the earth, followed by fire, followed by spirit. And lastly, the message on how to let go. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for this one. I have the Thoth Tarot next to me, ready in case we need to clarify. Got a couple more shuffles and I'll be ready to deal. Sorry it's taking so long, people. There's a lot of messages that need to get into this deck, and we want them in the right order. So, please bear with. You're doing amazing, by the way. I'm really proud of you. The way you've been handling all these changes in life, in yourself, in the world around you. You're doing so good. I'm so, so proud of you. Thank you for continuing to be you. And for showing up in a good way. And showing up in the best way that you can is the best way I should put it. You know, if you look back and you're judging yourself, saying, I could have done that better, be kind to yourself. You're doing the best that you could with the operating system you had available. We're all upgrading our operating systems right now. So, be proud of yourself. Because you keep trying. And that's what matters. The unseen energy is the hermit. There's someone hermitating away, looking for their inner truth. So that first energy out is the water. What is the feeling of this creative thing? Right now, this feeling that you're having, I'm getting the Two of Swords. It's a thought. You have to make a decision. But there's a feeling. It's like being harassed, if you will. I got to make a choice, but I got all this squawking in my head. So that's the feeling that's sparking this inspiration. And it's an anxious feeling. That's probably the best way I can put it. It's an anxious feeling. But the seed, the idea that it's sparking, that's funny that the emotion is an air sign card. And the thought is an emotional card, a water sign card. But the Knight of Cups is more than just a feeling. The Knight of Cups is a romantic gesture. And so the thought you're having is, I should make a romantic gesture. I should do something that's kind of romantic. And that will make this better. Or whatever this is. How to bring this creative thing into the world. Okay, the knowing. What's the what's the solid knowing that you have? It's that you're the magician. That you can manifest this. That you have the power and the ability because you have that. You have that, which is, you have the power. Your knowing is that you can make this happen because you're the magician. Well, so you already know that about yourself. Good looking. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. Whew. Okay, now we're going to move to the fire. What's the action? 5 of Wands. Card of competition. It's a card of, it's physical action. It's, you kind of got to get in there and get swinging. You got to start swinging your swords and your wands. Okay? You're going to win. So the 5 of Wands energy, yeah, the people are competing, but it's practice. Okay? It's like a scrimmage. If you've ever had played high school sports, you had some games that the points didn't count towards, the end of the season, which team was top. They're scrimmages. They're just practice games. That's 5 of Wands energy. So you need to physically practice this. You need to actively engage in whatever this is. And you're going to fail a few times, and you're going to succeed a few times. And the more you do it, the better at it you are. Okay? And then the spirit, what's the joy of it all? Enlightenment. The stairway to heaven, the path to your higher mind. The Hierophant card. The Hierophant can be seen as, the traditional way of doing things. The Hierophant is a gatekeeper. When I see the Hierophant with the 4 of Wands, I'll say that's a marriage. Or if I see the Hierophant and the 2 of Cups, that's a marriage. The Hierophant and the Lover's card, that's a marriage. Did you notice that? The Hierophant and any of those other love and romance cards it's a marriage. So that's one thing that the Hierophant represents, is a formalizing of connections through a congregational observation. So whether you're doing it within a Christian church or whether you're doing it through your Buddhist Sangha, it's still, there's that sense of institution that's backing the Hierophant energy. So there's something established there. All right, and that's the spirit. That's where the joy is in this for you. So, that the Hierophant is also a yogi. He's also the one who will teach you the pathway to your enlightenment. So you can say that the Hierophant's a gatekeeper for enlightenment. I don't know. Maybe your enlightenment is a marriage. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's maybe it's an alchemical marriage. Who knows? But it's something that's traditional in a way. Not necessarily the tradition of your culture that you grew up in, though. But it has something that's had established practice. And we can look back over time and go, yeah, that works. Yeah. And the message on how to let go. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady to winning the race. He's not rushing to get to the goal. And is the Boy Scout of all of the knights in the tarot. He's trustworthy, brave, honest, thrifty. I mean, he's a Boy Scout. He's going to do the right thing. So he's following his integrity towards his goal. And it's going to take longer because he has that integrity. If he was a Knight of Wands and didn't have to worry about ethics, he could just blast right through and kill a bunch of families and get to the goal. Hey, dude, you may have saved the kingdom, but you eroded it from the inside out through your brutal actions. Now the people don't love us. Should have done that with integrity. You know, just saying. And that's the Knight of Pentacles, is doing it with integrity. This is beautiful. You know, it's always more complicated than we think. But then again, it's always way less complicated than we think. It all depends on how you want to think about it, my friends. But my thoughts are you're doing a beautiful job. I'm very, very proud of you. I'm so, so proud of you. Well, Earth Angels, thanks for checking in on this reading. From my heart to yours, I send you peace. I send you love. I'll see you in the future.